Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are going to work on this sewing, quilting. Yeah, the envelope thing. Apologies in advance. I am not thinking clearly. I will explain it in a minute. As you can see, we are back to our usual space. So yeah, we'll talk about that. So I want to just talk to you a little bit, start getting my bases covered with some of these kits, and then this will just be kind of a quick update. I don't have the capacity for much mentally right now, so hopefully we'll get through this and you guys won't skewer me for being so so scattered. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate it. So, Jody, why are you back home? You ask. Well, this is Tuesday, November 12th. Last Monday, November 4th, we left for our winter travels. And we left 2 days early, because by leaving early, that allowed us to stop, or detour. I'll say detour. Oh, I really like this one. Detour to Wisconsin to see our oldest son and his family. I think I'm going to do that way, and then I'll be able to have pockets out of that. Anyway, our oldest son and his family, and because we have a new grandson, and I don't think I told you guys we have a new grandson, and he's so cute. But anyway. And so we were there for, got to spend a full day up there. And then, you know what? I'm just going to leave that white. I'm just going to cut this in half and go with it. Anyway, and then, so we left Thursday morning. And we were only about 30 minutes into our trip on a 2-lane highway that's absolutely beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. And a man ran a stop sign, and I was driving, and I got the rig slowed down enough that fortunately it didn't take his life. And anyway, so the rig, we could not continue our travels. Yeah, that's the short version. So we came home. We got home very, very late Saturday night. We traveled very hard Saturday to come home. And so, yeah, we are back home for the winter now for an unspecified amount of time. Let's just say that. There's not a lot I can divulge, so I cannot answer any questions at this time. So anyway, I would just ask that you hold us in your hearts and prayers as we traverse this very difficult time, and as we tread these very trying, I don't even know what I'm saying. I barely know my name, so bear with me, okay? And if you're new to my channel, apologies for being so, like, if it's the first time you've been here. Okay, so, yeah, we're just trying to breathe and take one day at a time. I don't remember what I had planned for this, you guys. Because, was I going to cut this down? Or was I going to leave it whole, the whole width? Okay, I know I wanted these with the policy closure, so we'll set those aside. And I think I am going to, oh, did I already cut it down? I got to cut it down some more. Because when I cut the white space off these, I don't want that much reveal of the envelope around it. So let's just say, did I unpack my rulers? Still unpacking. I am just trying to keep myself busy. I actually think I'm going to get my Christmas tree out in a little bit because I can't. I just can't. I found a cute hat for my skeleton that's in the wheelchair yesterday at Dollar General. So he's got to get changed out of his football gear and put into some Christmas garb. And Mark's like, really, Jody? And I'm like, yep, really, honey. What am I doing? Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. Like obviously, if you've been following me, okay, 1/8 of an inch off both sides. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. So yeah, we're just, I mean, it's crazy. Like the refrigerator was full of food and, I couldn't bring all the food home, so I lost pretty much an entire refrigerator of food because both of the refrigerators here at the house had been emptied because we weren't going to be here for 5 months. So, God bless Mark, he went to the store on Sunday just to get a couple things so I could cook us a meal. And then I have a grocery order in right now, so hopefully that's going to help. And then I think we're going to go to Costco tomorrow. And that will help as well. I think I'm going to push this closer to the edge over here. Now see, I cut that down too much. Oh my gosh, I should not be doing anything that requires brain power today. But that's okay, it's fine. And actually, that's really fine because I won't have to ink so much of that envelope to hide the white. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. So do I like one of these better than the other for the front? Not necessarily, but I think I like it like that. I like it like that. Okay, and I don't know what color I'm going to ink this yet either. I haven't really thought this through. I just started filming. Hopefully the camera angle is better now because I had to straighten the arm out for when we're in the RV because it's a different angle to hold it when I'm filming in the RV versus here at the desk, our table, my drafting table. And so I got it bent and it's closer to me. So hopefully I won't be off screen as much for you guys because I find that very frustrating when I am watching videos back. I'm like, oh, you guys couldn't even see what I was doing because I was off screen. Okay, so this is like this. Okay. Do I like it like that? I do like it like that because I really like this pink one. So we're gonna put this one here. So anyway, I am in Christmas mode, so I'm gonna get this done. And I know I have my commitment to Tracie, so I don't know if you guys get her emails. If you don't, make sure you go sign up for Tracie's emails because December daily this year I think is gonna be a lot of fun. And that was the one thing I was going to say. Oh, and then there's another, I don't know, there's like 3 different Christmas collaborations. And the one I had said, I really didn't know if I was going to have the opportunity to do anything with it. So hopefully I'll be able to honor that one as well. But I was very clear, like I wasn't sure if I could honor or if I could do that or not. I really like this for a neutral on the inside, so I'm going to cut the white. This is the one that printed funky too. I don't know what happened, but anyway, yeah. So I had, yeah, that's totally, that printed crooked and everything. I'm just gonna straighten it up a little bit here. That is so weird. I remember now when I was flipping through this, I was like, what happened? What happened? But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Christmas is going to be starting. I didn't make any kind of a gratitude journal this year. So I think basically, what is that measure now? 10 3/4, so that's 10 6/8, so 5 3/8 is going to be half of that. I cannot believe I was able to just do that math, guys. Okay, so these are going to go on the inside, and then I think I was trying to figure out if I like this one too, this front cover. Was I going to leave this as a pocket flap where this like opens up like that and we can still stick something in there? I think that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So I think what I'll do is we'll need to cover this. If we have a scrap of some sort, we'll cover that with a scrap, I think. Okay. But anyway, so I have Christmas commitments. So I want to get this done. And then I'm just going to dive into Christmas. I mean, why not? I am going to do whatever makes my little flippin' heart happy. That is for sure. Okay. So we need a pop of clear for that one. Ooh, we could just do a strip of this on there. That would be really pretty and give us some really nice color. I still love this. I feel like that flower just pops off this page. This one I'm setting aside for Christmas because I feel like it's Christmassy. Oh, now that's a smaller pattern. That would make a nice strip, or that would make a nice strip. Or this one's just neutral. Is that too much neutral on neutral? I don't know. That's it. That's my, and then we have the Tracie kit and a Lorna kit that I have here. Okay, so let's just do maybe a strip of this on there. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so yeah, not to be like the bearer of bad news, but I needed to explain to you guys like why I'm back in my craft room. The mental struggle is super real, you guys. It's so important that we take care of ourselves and that we have to allow ourselves to not be okay sometimes instead of just trying to hide it and just be like, oh, no, I'm fine when you're not fine. So, you know, I mean, everybody's got things in life, right? And it's just such a big, important piece to allow yourself to feel your feelings and to allow yourself space to I'm gonna cut that at 1.5 inches, you know, to give yourself the space to feel and take the time to take care of yourself, because that is so important. Oh, I like that. I realize that's a lot of brown on brown, but I really like that. And then what we can do is maybe do a tab on here that says, hey, open me up. And so we open that up, and now we need a strip for here. And that one has got to be a little bit wider so that we can put it under there. And it will be like, so I think if we go 2 inches on that one, and just to stay with the neutral theme as the background, I'm going to cut it off of this side of this paper. And then it will blend and just match. And then we'll have all of our pops of color like inside. I think that will work. Yeah, I like it. So that's going to go there. And then once that glue is dry, then we can rescore our, we can rescore. And I want to glue this one down. Maybe I better do this side because that way when we cut our shape out, you know, we'll have to trim the back of that off. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to switch them again because I really like this dark edge for contrast and I don't want to cut that off. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So let me work on this a little bit, get some stuff glued down, and then I have to ink around everything, and I think I'm just going to use my ground espresso for this, or maybe I'll do just my vintage photo, just a light inking, just to ink the edges. I have to ink the envelope, ink my bits that I have cut apart here, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've just been working on this. And I'm going to continue to work on it. But I wanted to share with you how I'm going to do this policy closure. A little bit different than I've done them in the past, but I'm using a button too as a policy closure. Chloe's in here and she's acting crazy. So what I did was I had my piece of paper on here and I placed my buttons, you know. And I like both sides, but I think I want it to sit flat, right? And so I just kind of eyeballed where I wanted it on both sides. And I want them evenly spaced from the edge. So I want them to be the same. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So I flipped this over and I laid my button on here and took a pencil and just put my pencil through the holes and made marks, okay? So now this one, I'm going to put them together like this. And I just have a pen here. And I'm going to maybe poke holes in these for the 4 holes. And then I won't be, what are you doing? Ugh, ribbon, she's after ribbon out of the closet. So now my holes are poked, right? So that's gonna make it easier to stitch my buttons on. And so I'll just proceed now to sew my button on, and I can see where my holes are on the back, and that'll just make it easier for me. And then I knew too, by putting my button down and drawing the holes, that hopefully this is going to be straight when I get it sewn down. So I'm going to proceed and then I will come back. So I have my signature here, and I was trying to decide on which one of these to be the center. This one or this one. And I really like that blue star. I think I'm gonna switch them. You know what? I'm gonna do what makes me happy today. That's what I'm doing. All right, yeah, better. I like it. So now what's going to happen is I want to do some, I think I'm just gonna do some light stenciling. I love the vibrancy of this kit, and there's kind of a blend of, I want to just grunge it up a little bit, just like ink it a little bit. I'm going to do some light stenciling just to add some interest to the white spaces. And, you know, I don't have to do anything on these lacy bits. And if I would have been thinking, which I'm not, I would have put these back in the printer and printed on the other side, and then I wouldn't have to be inking them. But that didn't occur to me. And I thought, well, I could just leave them white, but I don't leave things white like that, do I? No, I don't. So I will look at my stencils, and I just want something simple, and I just am going to use a light color, like maybe even just like an antique linen or something. It doesn't have to be a heavily saturated color, but it just needs a little bit of something. I think that'll be good. I don't really just want to use pink. I feel like I've been using Stormy Sky a lot lately. I could maybe just do a little bit of bundled sage as well for a soft color. And I really like bundled sage, so maybe I'll use bundled sage. Yeah, I think that's a nice neutral color. I find sage to be a pleasing color, so anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna get these inked and then I will be back. I won't bore you with that, and I'll come back. Okay, so I have my panels down, I think. I've got my policy closure here. I just need to put something on the end of this. And I'm thinking I wish I would have done that with a double thickness of twine, but that's okay. We're gonna put something on here. And maybe we'll just cut some cute little circles out of the scrap and glue some circles on the end of that. But out of something that contrasts with this, because that's gonna blend in. But I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I have this little hole punch here. We could just do some little light colored ones. That would be fine, right? Oh, look how cute that design is right there. And then we're going to do that design right there. They'll kind of mirror one another. And then I'll still use that scrap for something. I don't know what yet. Just going to ink around those. Then, so what I'm thinking next is we are going to glue the envelope closed. And I know I had that other like letter size envelope on here that I had what's the word? Oh my gosh, Jody. Intended to use as a flip out on this, but I glued the panels down before I added that envelope. So just kidding, we're not going to use that one. But we have these two, these two little ones that are going to make like this policy closure or policy bits. So that'll be fine. It's going to be fine. All right, so I'm going to clip this. Hopefully that will not shift too much. I've got glue seeping out. Okay, hold that together while that's drying. I'm going to find a piece of fabric because, as you can see, I don't have the entire middle of this envelope covered. So, and I thought, well, I could do a piece of paper down the center, but oh, I do have this printable. I could do, oh, well, you know what we could do? Hello. I think I might have some scraps of this, but I could just run a piece of this down the centers and just use pepper. Do I want to do that? Because that would be kind of cute on there. Just need something to cover that. I mean, I could just cut a strip of that for the front and the back and cover it with that. Yeah, let's do that. I'll do that instead of fabric. Why not? You know what? We're going to do it. So I'll get these cut and get some strips just down the middle here. I'll just measure one for the inside and one for the outside. My hands hurt so bad from the stenciling and the inking, and they were already hurting anyway already. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. I was hoping to get this done today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut out the ephemera now. We'll see. We'll see how far we get. Okay, so gluing the edges of this, I want to make sure I don't glue the top of this because I made that a top tuck. So we will glue probably down along the whole bottom and along this top edge, and then probably down the middle here is what I'm thinking. And I'm also thinking I want to use my 3-in-1 for this if it cooperates. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So let's just, okay, so this is the bottom. I know you can't see what I'm doing. This is the bottom here. Come on, glue. I'm just gonna, and I really kind of think that, I hope I don't regret having not stitched on this. I had intended to use a lot of like sewing on this project, and I should not be doing that. I should be doing it on this flap. I actually had intended to sew around like all of these panels and everything because I just thought that would add such a cool tactile interest to this, but yeah. I'm just happy to be making something right now, so. Okay, so I'll get this, I'm going to get this glued down and I'm going to let it dry while I cut the middle pieces. And I don't know where I stuck the signature. It's somewhere over here. So I have the signature that'll go in as well. So yeah, it's coming along, and then we're going to embellish it and then it'll be done. But I'm not going to heavily embellish this. I mean, I think there are 9, 10, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages in this, so we don't need to heavily embellish it. It's going to be too big, so I'm trying for simple. Let's see if Jody can accomplish simple today. Probably. Okay, so then what's going to happen is, once this is dry, I can open this up. I'll get these glued down. And now I kind of wish I had done that differently. I'll rethink that. Maybe I will use fabric just for the, at least on the outside, just for the I don't know, support and the tactile aspect of it. So I'll get that figured out. Okay, I have worked on this quite a bit and added, it's getting to be a chunk of monk, and I didn't plan for a closure. So that might come later. But what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and end this video here so I can get it uploaded for you. And then in the next video, am I going to do that? Why don't we just make this the whole video and do a final flip through? Because then we can move on. Why don't we do that? It's the next day and it's dark, so hopefully the lighting in here is okay. And I'm not prepared for a flip through. As you can see, I don't have a pretty thing on my desk, but we're gonna go with it. All right, so we have the cover. I love this. Tina does such an amazing job with the colors. They're so bright and vibrant and happy, and I just love this. And working with this and some of the images, it's just like, oh, this quilt's been well loved and worn and just, you know what I'm saying? Like soft and cozy. Like I could go for this right now. I have one of my great grandmother's quilts and I could totally curl up under it right now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's the next day. Did I say that already? This is Wednesday. Anyway, okay. So I just did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and I wish I had stitched it before I put the trim on the spine, but I didn't. And that's okay. You can barely see it because I did white. And then we have the inside, and there's so much room to add things to this, you know. My goal was just to showcase these amazing prints from Tina. I mean, they're just so beautiful and detailed. I just love them. So I'll stop saying that. You're probably like, yeah, okay. And then this is one of Lorna Taylor's lace kits. I don't remember which one I have. Hopefully I can remember and link it in the description box below for you. And then this is from Tracie's Freebie. And then this was just a little scrap I had that I just made a cute little tag out of. And then this, I don't think, yeah, I need to ink that. But I just love that little dress. And I think for like, you know, Grandma used to make clothes. I make some things, clothes, and I like to sew different things. So I didn't just stick with the quilting with this. It was just kind of like, kind of all things sewing. Like for me, I dabble in a little bit of everything. So anyway, lots of room for notes, lots of room for journaling. I was just trying to keep this simple again to showcase Tina's amazing prints. Anyway, so in here I have, this is from Tracie's Freebie. This was a freebie. I don't know if that's from Graphics Fairy or where I got that, but it's not a Pinterest image. I just can't remember what file I printed that because I printed this a few weeks ago. And then I just remembered doing this. I need to stencil this. I was going to glue that down and have it flip this way. That's why it's not stenciled. But anyway, I decided that I want to have it like that because I like it. So I'll stencil that. But that's out of the freebie from Tracie. And again, Tina's amazing prints. These are Lorna's lace prints. I already had these printed, so I'm really trying to use what I have, like the digitals that I already have printed, because why should it sit there, you know? So we want to use the things. So just keep that in mind for future reference. You'll hear that phrase again. Okay, Tracie, and again, this is, I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I just love it. And you guys know I have my featherweight that I love, so. Well, if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know that I have a featherweight that I love. My friend gave it to me for my birthday. Quite a few years ago, but it's beautiful. All right, so we have this. Oh, this makes me so happy. So happy. Is there a quilter out there that can tell me, or do you make these? Because this just makes my heart happy. So happy. I just want that to be washed and soft and just, yeah. All right, so I did Stitch in Time up here. This is a little silhouette out of Tracie's kit. This was a sticker my friend had made me in a sticker pack that she sent me. And so I'm going to be, hey friend, I'm going to be hitting you up for some more of these. Because I've been hoarding them and I made myself use that piece. All right. And then here, I just stapled a little piece of lace to the top. The ladies around the sewing machine. They could be quilting together or making clothes. I don't really know what they're doing, but I just love the picture. And then this flower, I absolutely love. And can you imagine if I had taken the time to like add some glacier paste or even just glossy accents to this especially, and that would pop off that page? Oh, so beautiful. I was really strategically cutting around that flower to make sure I didn't cut that flower. Because as soon as it came off the printer, I was like, oh, that flower is so pretty. Anyway, don't mind me. So pretty. These bright colors really are making me happy right now. You guys remember when I made this tag with the Globland video? So those are the Globland stamps. And I stenciled all the pages. I didn't use the same stencil on everything. I varied it, and then as I was putting the pages in, I was like, maybe I should have just stuck with one. But I like the variety, so. And then we have another little offcut with one of those awesome flowers that I just folded to make a little journaling spot, journaling card, and then this one's from Tracie's kit as well. And my little featherweight. It's got a little heart there, and I was like, yes, because I love mine so much. Can you see that? It's so cute. So, so cute. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. And then I love it. And then our little policy closure here. I'm trying to remember how I wrap this. My string is a little long, and I think I had already said I wish I would have doubled that up, but I didn't, and it's fine. So down here in the bottom, the hidden paper clip that we made in that Globland video. And then I have a little pocket. Come out, pocket, come out. It's a little coin envelope. Oh my gosh, I can't get a hold of it. My hands are really giving me a problem today. All right, so in here, I have a lot of these little bits, like out of the scrap. So some of these are buttons out of Tracie's kit, like those are buttons out of the freebie. But then I had like offcuts of the quilting kit, and I was like, well, those make really cool little paper buttons too, like gave you so much interest. So let's put those together. There's another quilt. That's a quilt. Okay, let's get these out of the way so you can see the quilt buttons. Like, how cute would those be to use on something, right? So those just slide right in there. Okay, and then what else was there? All right. Oop. Hey, go in the pocket. And I have that flap hooked over that. That's why it's giving me a problem. And another little offcut, because I was really wanting to just let these squares, these quilt squares, be the focal point. So I really didn't embellish much of anything, as you can see, but there's just so much going on with the quilts. I really didn't feel like I needed to add a lot more. That pocket's empty. I have this piece that I folded, another journaling spot. And then in here, I have this picture that I love. And again, this was a scrap, so I just used my tab punch and made a tab. Because why not? Use that scrap up, and it's neutral, so it just blends in. And I just have that over the edge there. And again, we made this together with the Globland video, and I just tied a little piece of sari at the top. It's another one of those printables that I can't remember where I got them. And to be perfectly honest, I probably won't remember to link in the video or in the description box. So if one of you wonderful people will leave me a comment and say, hey, you forgot, then I will try to remember to get that linked for you. Okay, so that is it. I want to say thank you to Tina for allowing me to work with this amazing kit and showcase it. And again, I did set aside, you know, this one I love, and I didn't use it. I was going to use this for like belly bands or tucks, but I didn't. And then this one's very fall-like, and somewhere, yeah, the ones I set aside that will make an appearance in Christmas projects. So head on over to Tina's Ko-fi shop. If you're not in my Facebook group, strongly encourage you to go over there and join. And if you do join, please make sure you answer the questions, because I, as well as my admin team, will deny you if you don't answer the entry questions, and that is just to protect everybody in the group and try to reduce the amount of spam that's going on, because everybody's having problems with their groups right now with spam. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your love, and thank you for your support. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.